USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at USAA.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and AutoCamp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. In today's episode, I couldn't even wait to tell you guys the news. I was like, I was going to kind of do like a little surprise video and surprise posting on social media, but nah, man, I seen the news and I was like, nope, I gotta talk about it. I can't hold it in. But anyways, after 15 years of being a content creator, 10 years of being a full-time content creator, what else? I'm saying, you know, thousands of videos, thousands of followers and subscribers. I mean, what else? You know, years and years and years of just going through crap with YouTube, man. You know, and that's like with people that work for YouTube, people that are YouTubers, you know, yeah, just content creators and stuff. After going through so much, then last year, finally achieving the 100,000 subscriber milestone, right? And then to be told that, oh, you ain't gonna be able to get your plaque because of a guideline strike that YouTube literally gave me. Probably, I think it was like days or maybe a week or two afterwards. After, yeah, and then a year and 3 months of waiting, I finally am eligible on receiving my silver play button. And I'm telling you, man, I've been through so much crap that, you know, seeing it felt unreal. You know, like, that's why I was like, nah, man, I gotta post about this. I gotta talk about this, because it still doesn't feel real. Like, I guess, like, when I'm holding it in hand, like, that's the thing, though. Like, I'm, at some point in time, like, I'm going to be holding my silver play award. Like, I'm gonna be holding it. Like, it's going to say my name. It is going to let me know that I have finally, like, it's now I feel like that I can put this this milestone and, you know, this whole situation to rest. Like, I will talk about it from time to time, I guess, like, you know, if people do comment underneath my videos, because that's the thing, I know it ain't gonna end with me, you know, like, I have to say, like, I finally had made a breakthrough to YouTube. But yeah, and I think I did, hold on for a second, did I record that podcast? Yeah, I think I recorded that as a podcast episode or a video, but, oh, yeah, I did do the podcast episode, so I did a so, and you guys will most likely hear that you are gonna hear that podcast episode first, but, yeah, so, at first, that's what was being told to me, was that I wasn't going to be able to receive my, silver play button, because I didn't meet the I guess, like, it was the advertisement friendly thing. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, there's nothing on YouTube that's advertisement friendly. You got it where there's body cam videos that will, let's just open up YouTube and just, you know, overall show you guys some advertisement videos that are not advertisement friendly. I guess if they're more so doing it because or saying that because kids could come across this content. So the first stream that they showed me, I don't even think I'm subscribed to this person. They're just, it's just a random stream on YouTube, but it's of a person streaming the gameplay of Battlefield 6. I know Battlefield 6 is not going to be a game rated E for everybody, because I would imagine that's what they're looking for. When you're posting content for kids. Battlefield 6 is not a game for kids, although kids play it. But when you look at, hold on for a second. Let's just see Battlefield 4 rating or rated rated M. Let's see what pops up. There's Battlefield 4 is rated M for mature 17 plus people, I guess, by the ESRB with blood and gore, intense violence, and strong language. Why are you recommending me this? So yeah, I guess like with me, I am a adult, but I found out about Battlefield when I was a kid. And guess what platform I went to when I wanted to watch Battlefield content? Your guys' website. So that's the thing. I guess like if you're not doing it for the kids and you're all like, oh well, we want to our advertisers, we want them to come to our platform and see nothing but good content, fam. The thing is this, because let's just say Coca-Cola for an example. Has Coca-Cola never been featured in a rated R movie? Let's just look that up real quick, because maybe I could be wrong. And I'm gonna have to take back that statement. But has Coca-Cola been featured in rated R movie? Why they rated R games? Okay, so there's like, what movies have Coca-Cola been in iconic? Okay, they don't really movies. Okay, movies that Coca-Cola has been featured in. Let's see. Okay, King Kong. I guess like that would. I don't think King Kong was a rated R movie. Was it? Okay, what King Kong movie are they talking about? Because I don't know if they're talking about like the old King Kong movie or that one that they came out with back in 2005. But yeah, it's like they're The Hills Have Eyes. They was like, okay, so somebody, they start this thing on this thing called on Letterboxd on Reddit. There's like, I've started keeping tracks of movies that I watch where we see a Coca-Cola can or bottle or ad, etc. at some point in the movie. The Hills Have Eyes, that's not a PG movie. The Omen, that's not a PG movie. They got some other movies on here, but I've seen both The Omen and The Hills Have Eyes. The movies, The Hills Have Eyes especially, that is far from a PG movie. That movie is about cannibals hiding off, in some like mountain area out in the desert, killing a family. So I'm saying like that, and if we're talking the new, because it looked like they were showing the old Hills Have Eyes, but if you see the new Hills Have Eyes, fam, I had, well, not the new, but it's like a newer or remake of it. There we go. But yeah, that movie, fam, they show that people, they were eating the one dude's mom. They ate the people's dog. What else did they do in there? The one guy on there, they blew his wife's head off with I think it was like a 45 gun or something like that. But anyways, well, yeah, that movie, The Hills Have Eyes, is far from a PG movie. But my thing is this though, Coca-Cola has been featured in that movie. Now, yes, it is a movie. You can't compare a movie to, I guess, somebody's reality on YouTube. But at the same time, it's like YouTube, you're not trying to, I guess, what's the word that I'm looking for? Moderate. I feel like, yeah, that might be a fitting word for this. But anyways, you're not trying to moderate what's going on your guys' platform. But yet, somehow, some way, I get put in the crossfire of like, oh, what's advertisement friendly and what's not advertisement friendly, fam. And this is what I said in that podcast episode too. I was like, my thing is this, right? If, let's say, there was a toss-up between Coca-Cola or a video game company or an insurance company, just any company out there, right? You have a choice of promoting your work on my channel or an OnlyFans models channel. And yes, that's a thing. There are OnlyFans models on YouTube where they be promoting their work, talking about, because I remember there was a time, and I felt like YouTube was doing that mess on purpose, because I'm like, why are you recommending me this? I don't search for this content. I don't watch this content. Why is this being recommended to me? You know, so that's why I'm like, YouTube, there's a lot that you guys need to be worried about on your website rather than be worried about what I'm doing on your guys' website. But I guarantee and I promise you, YouTube, you can watch each of my videos. You can, on each of my channels, there has never been a time where I have went out of my way to violate your guys' guidelines. So that means like, I think I've cursed of like few times in your guys's on your guys's website. I don't cuss. Like, you can, the thing is this, you could go back, you could watch my last video before that, you could watch videos across. I think it's been rare occasions where I've cursed in a video, but other than that, I don't crack no dark jokes. I just recently was getting on people in my comment sections because they were cracking racist jokes, or a racist joke about Ray from, like, that be collaborating with Kais and that. I just recently got on people for that. And if we're going to talk on the amount of stuff that I've been through on your guys' website, fam, I've dealt with harassment. I've dealt with racism. I've dealt with people making up lies about me. What else have I dealt with on, dislike raids across my channels? I'm saying, like, YouTube, I've been through way too much stuff to then I finally get to that point where I've climbed through all of this mud and I finally can get an award. Like, I can, see an accomplishment. Like, fam, and here's the thing. I guess, like, I ain't trying to, like, sound sad or give you guys some sad sob story and things. But, like, I've never received a trophy of any sorts in my life. Like, the last time I received an award, it was, like, some academic awards when I was in middle school. So, and we're going back, like, middle school. That was 15 years ago. Like, that was 15 years ago. I remember it was, so it was right before school had ended. Because 6th grade, I remember they gave me, like, one academic award. 7th grade, I was cutting up. I ain't getting no awards. 8th grade, I figured, okay, this is my last year in middle school. I ain't gonna give no teachers no hard times. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna do my work and go on home. That's it, So anyways, I cleaned up though. I remember I got like, I think it was one. How many awards did I get? There's like one. I feel like there's an award that's missing off of my door, because I remember I put my awards. I think there's an award that's missing. Maybe I might have thrown that. Because it was like for the middle school and stuff. But anyways, all right. So there was this like, I think they called it like PA Award or something like that. So it was the PA Award. It was a presidential award. And then it was, that was like from Barack Obama. Like, it was like this award, like, oh, you were like one of the best students, I guess, in the country or some stuff like that. I'm like, I think that's what that award, I have to like look at that award again and stuff. But anyways, yeah, got like a presidential award, and it was, then it was also a letter too. I'm like, dang, man, shout out to Barack Obama. But anyways, highly doubt he probably don't even, he's like, that stuff was probably just getting printed out and things. Like, it wasn't like it was like an award. Like, Barack Obama showed up to the school. If my thing is this, if they told me Barack Obama was showing up to the school and that I was getting an award, like he was going to be handing me off an award, fam, I don't care what I'm doing, okay? I'm like, bro, they could be all like, my parents can be all like, oh, we're gonna get you every single video game and all that stuff. I'm like, fam, this is Barack Obama that we're talking about. I could always play them video games. I'll never be able to see Barack Obama again. All right. So anyways, but yeah, moving on though. Because I ain't got like distracted and stuff. But the last time I received anything that was award, I guess like Employee of the Month at my last job. I did forget about that, but that was like I remember at some point in time, I think they discontinued that stuff. They wasn't even really, and I think I was like one of the last few people to get like one of those Employee of the Month thing. I think I was either one of the last few ones or I was the last one, but anyways, but yeah, I guess like if we're going to mention that, yeah, it was like an Employee of the Month thing. And then before that, yeah, it was 15 years ago in middle school. So that's why I'm like, fam, I don't have no like I guess like something for like, like something I'm interested in, something that like, like YouTube, because yeah, I guess I could do one of those like video game competitions, or like some other form of a competition, like a sport or something like that. I guess I could do stuff like that, but I'm like, I'm not as interested in it like how I am YouTube. So 15 years of being a YouTuber, just overall a content creator, 15 years, thousands of videos, thousands of subscribers, okay? Like, and I'm pretty sure I have made YouTube a pretty penny with all the stuff down and uploading onto your guys' platform. Like, fam, you have to understand that I'm bringing people to your guys' website. Like, that's the thing that you guys sit down and think about. Like, I'm bringing people to watch videos on your guys' website. Like, I just had a video that I just uploaded maybe 2-3 days ago where it has over 1 million views. That's 1 million people going to your guys's, even if it's not 1 million still, we're talking thousands, like hundreds of thousands of people going to your guys's website. So you had to sit down and think about this. Like, do you think that's like having it where a wrestler, right? We're going to use wrestling as an example. That's like having a wrestler wrestle like all these different, like people. They get to that point where they're the number one contender for the championship. They literally beat dog walk. They demolish that wrestler, the one that's the champion, or like, let's say it's a vacant champion. I don't know, I don't care. But anyways, but yeah, they go through all this. They win the match. But Triple H comes out and say, "Oh, you can't win the championship because you don't meet our height requirement. You have to be 6'4" to have the championship. You're 6'3". Do you know, the thing is this, that could be a scripted situation. People would still be upset about that. So you have to understand where I come from. We're on some realistic stuff. I do all this work to finally get my silver play button, my 100K plaque, and I don't get it. But there's all these other people around me that get theirs. You have to understand how I feel, all right? So that's like, yeah, most people ain't gonna be cool with stuff like that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, YouTube, I guess, like, how I can end this off is that I do appreciate that you guys are finally sending me out my plaque. Please don't let this happen to anybody else. I definitely don't want this to happen to me, you know, but please don't let this happen to anybody else. If there is somebody that rightfully earned their 100K plaque, do not do this. Don't be that person where it's, or do the, oh, well, you don't meet our advertisement friendly, or we're going to give you a strike soon after you hit the... Come on, bruh. You can't do that to people. That is not fair. That is not fair treatment to anybody that exists on YouTube. But I do appreciate you guys for finally sending me out my plaque. I haven't gotten it yet. It's still pending. But, yeah, like, they sent me a redemption code. Like, so I am getting my plaque and things. But and that's what, like, that was one thing that I was thinking of, too. Like, maybe, no, it was, what was it? Yesterday or the day before? I think it was either yesterday or the day before. I was thinking that where, and I think it might have been like right after I had finished up that, the one episode where I was talking on, I like still haven't got my plaque after talking with, I think, yeah, it was the same day, I had talked with cause I had talked with the day of when I did that podcast episode, I talked with the last episode where I was talking about the, silver play button, but, no, I was thinking that I was like, you know, it would be so unfortunate and be so messed up. And I hate thinking like this because I'm like, it's such a dark like thing to think about, and it's such a dark place to be at. But anyways, I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, if something happens to me, I feel like that's when YouTube would be like, oh, because yeah, let's say something happens to me, right? And then I'm not here with anymore on Earth. And then it, like, let's say it's, it, like, makes the news. Like, let's say it's, like, something crazy. Like, you know, yeah, you know what? Let's just say, going back to when that Just a Robot fanboy was threatening my life. Let's say he actually went through with that stuff, right? He takes my life. It makes worldwide news. Everybody's tripping off of it because they're all like, fam, like, YouTube, you need to make this platform much more safer. Like, this guy just lost his life fooling around with some hater and things. I feel, and then because people are going to talk about that. People are going to probably be all like, oh, YouTube, there's like, what, this guy recorded all these videos before something had happened to him and stuff. Like, he, talking about how he hadn't gotten his plaque. I know for a fact that YouTube would be like, oh, well, let's send it to his family and his loved ones. Fam, they don't care about no plaque. They don't care about the thing is, and I don't mean that in a disrespectful way, but I'm like, do you honestly think they're gonna care about some stuff? In that time being, do you think they're gonna care about some stuff like that? Especially if my thing is this, because I know that there's going to be people out there, reaching out to my family, whether it's friends, fans, whoever. They're going to be like, hey, he had talked about this numerous times, how YouTube was being stingy with the silver play button. So, like, it ain't going to matter, like, we going to wait till he ain't here on Earth, and then we going to send it out to him. Like, I was thinking that, and that's something that a person shouldn't have to think about. So that's what I'm saying. YouTube, you cannot do this to people. If they've earned the plaque, fam, you gotta send them out their plaque. All right, because how would that make you guys feel? Where it's like, we do some sort of business transaction. I'm supposed to put up my end of the business, but I don't. But you guys done put up your end of the business, and you've been doing it. You've been putting up your end of the business for 15 years. And I'm like, oh, I at my discretion, I'll put up my end of the business. You guys would cut ties with me, okay? So, anyways, but I do appreciate it. YouTube, thank you for finally, realizing, like, yeah, he earned his plaque. Thank you. It might have taken 15 years, from just, building myself up to that point. or 14 years building up to getting 100,000 subscribers, and then a year and 3 months to finally, because they told me that to check again 3 months after I had like that strike period thing had ended. So I was like, okay, August, I'm checking day one. I think I did, like, not day one, but I was like going through the website that they tell you to go through, but I didn't contact a support person. I should have contacted a support person, but anyways, because yeah, the last time I remember I had talked to a support person, they were trying to send me back and forth all over the YouTube website, and I'm like, I ain't gonna be doing all of that. So I was like, I'll just wait until August, and then see when I'll get this plaque and stuff. But anyways, yeah, I guess stay tuned for the video where I overall I'm doing it on, because I know I'm going to definitely do an unboxing video and stuff. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. And yeah, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.